does it turn sideways if I do that? Hello, everybody. Spider here once again. The Fight Car Podcast being joined by returning guest, the Samoan Savage, my man, Jhonoven. How are you, bro?
Good. How are y'all?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I mean, I know we're here in Texas, dude. I don't know if you suffer from allergies, bro, but they've had me in a rear naked choke for the past 2 weeks, man. I'm about ready to tap out, man.
Me as well, man. I take allergy medicine every single day for that.
Damn, dude. And I was curious about that because I mean, when it comes to the fight game, people assume you guys are like super athletes. I mean, you guys, when you're in the cage, you kind of you seem to look like it, man. But ailments, always. I mean, I don't think you've ever. Well, can you say you've been inside a cage 100% every time?
Nah, I don't think I've ever been in a fight where I haven't come in unscathed, and I'm pretty sure it's not just me. It's all fighters.
No, no, and of course. So let me ask you. I mean, when it comes to something as simple as allergies, because like for me, like man, I'm having a hard time like breathing. I get short of breath. I mean, it's getting better now, but I mean, for somebody in your caliber, where you're like, man, you're training, getting ready. I mean, how do you deal with this, man?
Man, it's kind of tough because your immune system, supposedly from what I've learned through the game, is easier attacked whenever we're like dieting and like I guess we're more susceptible to getting sick because I haven't had a camp where I haven't been sick, injured, uh, with those sorts of things. Like one of our guys that just fought on Tapper Scrap last week in our amateurs, Anthony Means, he had an infection and he had to go on antibiotics, and he had obviously as a fighter, when you go on antibiotics, it holds water.
Yeah.
So struggled making weight because of the antibiotics. Like it was cut his weight. So camps just are kind of tough when it gets around uh, that environment because your body's just susceptible to getting sick quicker. I guess that's what I've learned.
No, no, for sure, man. And I mean, of course, I mean, I know you guys take care of yourself, when it comes to what you eat, what you put in your body, but with something like a diabetic, I mean, something, medication, I mean, it does dehydrate you. You're already trying to cut weight, but it's not the same weight cut, you're actually trying to, sweat out those last few pounds, man. And, like for me, like my appetite, it's like an appetite suppressant, dude. Like I haven't had an appetite in like days. And I mean, I'm hoping I'll lose at least another 5 pounds. But other than that, man, I'm ready to start drinking. Getting back to the normal life, I guess.
Right.
My man. Now, of course, mentioned earlier, man, because I mean, I follow you on social media, man. I've been following you for years. I mean, through the bumps that you've had throughout your career, man, good and bad. I mean, there's some fights where you took a, I'm sure you took a good licking, but you still came out victorious, man. But which one have you learned from the most? Has it been a loss or a win?
Uh, I think I've learned more from my losses. You don't really. I would say you learn a lot more from taking a loss because a win is a win is a win. Don't get me wrong. That's the goal, to win something, right? But at the win, it's just like, hey, yeah, I did it. I got it done. But the loss is really where you find out what you're about. And I think as far as if we were to label which fight specifically, me and him are good friends now. His name is Chauncey Foxworth. Whenever I fought Chauncey Foxworth for AKA, I think that fight really determined a lot for me, because I was ready to walk away. I was ready to hang up the gloves. I was going through a lot during that time, not just physically but mentally, losing my mom and everything, and just life. Life was kind of beating me down around that time, and being in that fight and the war that me and Chauncey went through in that fight, it kind of it didn't just ignite a fire as far as my physical career, but my mentality, my spiritual, everything. It kind of just helped me out get into a better spot in life, and it turned my career path back to where it is now. So without that fight, and there was a good couple of other losses where I just learned a lot more in the losses than I did the wins. And like I said, don't get me wrong, the wins are great. Yeah, absolutely. That's the goal. But I just think you learn a lot more about yourself in falling short of things, like if you're really about that life or you're not.
Right, right. No, man, and of course, one of the things I've noticed through a lot of your fights, man, because I mean, you can throw a kick, you can throw a punch. Like when I see you fight, you seem to flow. You seem to kind of like your whole body goes with it, man. And I'm curious if that's the way you've trained yourself, or is that just the way? I mean, is that natural?
Yeah, the way I look at MMA is the fight starts on the feet. And when I came into MMA, my brother Jeff Neal, when he brought me in, he introduced me to my coach, my head coach, Crew Kasib. And he is a striking coach through and
Yeah,
through. He taught me how to be a man on the feet. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, fight starts on the feet, and if you want to keep it on the feet, you have to be well rounded to understand the grappling game to be able to get a guy to stay on his feet. And I think doing that throughout my entire career, starting with a striking background, and yes, I had wrestling. I came in with wrestling, the wrestling background already, but I think it helped a lot building the confidence in the fight game, just understanding, with kicks and punches, and understanding that if it starts on the feet, I got to be great on the feet.
yeah.
That has definitely gave me a comfortable mindset as far as being able to stand in front of anybody. I've stood in front of the top of the top, man. The
Oh yeah.
guys in the UFC right now that they're still right on the verge of getting to the next big thing in the UFC rankings and things like that. One of the guys that I beat, Joe Pyfer, he's about to fight Israel Adesanya. It's insane. See, and just to know that I'm on that level, and I pay the respect to all the coaches that have ever given me any time, especially Crew Kasib that has invested a lot into me, into my game, to give me that comfort, to be able to flow like that, because it is a flow state.
Yeah.
You fighters like Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, even Islam, they get in these flow states where it's almost like they're just sparring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even Elia's like that. You see those guys, and there's, I mean, obviously, it's the biggest pressure, being on that stage, but they're in a flow state, just like what you said. Absolutely. So yeah, thank you to my coach Crew Kasib and all the rest of the coaches that have, because I have plenty of them that have dumped things into me and taught me the way that I am, and I'm a walking product of them.
No, no, for sure, man. Because I mean, I'm sure, when it comes to learning, I mean, I'm sure you share that wealth and that knowledge to other people, right? Or students, or when you're at the gym, and so I mean, that's something that you can share and keep growing.
Absolutely. That's what the game is all about as far as MMA. You learn and you give it back. You give it back to those who are coming up underneath you. We got a good group of guys at the the three gyms that I'm heavy at right now. There's no fighters at my BJJ gym out in Temple, Texas. That's Legends BJJ. Uh, Mostly just competitors as far as BJJ, but at my home gym at Strike Kings, there's a lot of young guys coming out of there. We just guys fight on Tapper Scrap, Jaleel Simpson and Anthony Means, and those guys are killers, man. Young guys that are coming up in the game, and they're very eager to learn. They're there every day. They're putting in the work. These guys are working with the professionals that are put in front of them. They get Jeff, they get me, we get a couple other pros that come in there, and they go out with me to my other gym that I train with heavy right now out in Austin, Texas, the Lost Boys with Coach Andrew Craig and Coach Kyle. They got a great young team up there, MMA guys. Actually, there's four other guys on the card fighting from that team in Austin that are going to be on the melee card with me as well. So just seeing the young guys, how much the sport has evolved, but you know, there is some differences between the young guys, uh, the way they are compared to the way we were when we came in. Not everyone has that drive, but
Yeah.
the I've been dealing with at these two gyms, they definitely have that work ethic and that drive to be in there and putting in the work and the time.
No, no, for sure, man. I mean, and of course, I mean, you got to have it in you, because I mean, the sacrifice just from being at the gym 24/7 training. I mean, it takes a lot from your social life or your family life. It's a sacrifice that a lot of you guys have done and been doing for years. And I mean, how important is it to have that love and understanding at home?
Man, I'd be a liar if I didn't say I wasn't a blessed man to have a wife that understands the sacrifice that I have to be there. You know, you can't, fighting is not something that you can just um, go one time a day and
Right.
it's going to be okay. You know, this guy that is on the other side of the cage, he's trying to hurt you at the end of the day. Yeah, it's a sport, but at the same time, he has a job to do and family that he has to provide for as well. And either he's going home with one check or he's going home with two. So his job is to come in there and hurt you. That's the name of the business. It's the hurt business. So you or him. So whoever's putting in the most time, whoever's dedicating that time and sacrificing the time, as far as not just in the weight rooms for strength and conditioning or in the punching rooms for Muay Thai and BJJ and all that stuff, but also what they're doing in the kitchen, what they're doing in their spirit life, all of it all adds up. So having a team and having people behind you that support your goals and understand that, it means the world to me, man. I really have a strong partner. You know, my wife has stood behind me throughout this long, extensive career, and she supported me when times are hard, when times are good, when we got money, when we don't got money. We figure out a way. God is good; He's provided for us. But my wife and my daughter are very understanding. You know, my daughter's 16, and she's going through a time like, you know, where I have to miss some of these things. I have to miss games and I miss events and things like that. But she understands, like, at least her dad is out here trying to provide for them. You know, I'm not just here in these streets acting a fool or, you know, just not doing anything that
Right.
contributes. You know, so to have them, bro, I think that is more than just the fight. I think it's more important than just the fight. People don't understand how much that weighs in on you, but I think that's more important than the fight itself, bro.
No, no, for sure, man. I mean, pressure, right, all around, man.
Absolutely.
Now, this fight coming up, because of course you're going to be fighting, and I think this is your first fight in San Antonio.
Yes,
Dude,
absolutely.
that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, it is going to be at the Boeing Center, like right down the street, right here on off Highway 90. You know, the old Lackland Air Force Base area, man. But you know, who's going to be coming with you? Who's going to corner you for that bout?
So I got Crew Kasib coming out with me. He's based out of Strike Kings in Killeen, Texas. That's my head coach. My other coach up at Lost Boys, he's going to be up there. Andrew Craig, he'll be in the corner as well. I got my conditioning coach out of a CrossFit Bluestone, that which is also based in Coppers Cove, and that guy gets me right every single time. His name is Aston Murray. He's the head coach and gym owner of CrossFit Bluestone. And then I got one of my main sparring partners and my little brother, Jose Salas. You can never find me without him. Usually does he does everything with me. He does strength and conditioning with me, whatever gyms I'm at. He travels with me. He provides for me whenever I need it, not just physically, but anything else. This guy always tries to be there for me, man. A good partner to have with you, man. Good
Oh,
friend.
no, especially when you got to travel, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. So I'm not by myself.
Now, and of course, the bout coming up, it is going to be a cash weight of 190. So, because it is a cash weight, I mean, what's your concentration on? Are you doing more conditioning, more cardio? I mean, or just like all of the above?
Nothing really changed. In my career, on the regional scene, you know, I also go up to Fortis MMA up in Dallas, where Safe Saud is at, and Safe kind of just got in my ear about understanding the regional circuit and understanding, just being smart about not killing myself on cuts for pennies, pretty much. You know, if you're gonna fight a 185er, what's the point of you two cutting weight all the way to 85 for pennies?
Right.
I never thought of it that way. I guess that was the immaturity in me in that point in my career where I was like, well, I need to be prepared, but I've never missed weight, so
Yeah.
there's nothing for me to prepare for other than the big shows, the ones that make sense. Not saying that Melee isn't a big show, but it's the regional scene.
Right.
The guy that I'm fighting, he's an 85er as well. So it just wouldn't make sense for us to kill ourselves for pennies, bro. So nothing really has changed. I just haven't had to worry about making a super cut. You know what I mean?
Right.
Usually stay around, stay down anyway, regardless. But no, nothing's changed. Everything's the same. Stay on the diet, stay disciplined, 2 to 3 training sessions a day, and Getting enough sleep, man. Keep it the same. Keeping it the same.
No, no, and of course, man. I mean, when it comes to well, what's the biggest weight cut that you've done in your career?
In my career, I did 32 pounds as an amateur. Uh,
Damn.
yeah, and that will be the first and last I'll ever do that. And it was, when I was an amateur, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
We were taking suppository pills and things like that, like trying to poop it out, trying to clear our intestines out. Like even our replenishment plan, we didn't know what we were doing. We were just carbs after we go to Olive Garden, smash some Olive Garden. But apparently we were doing all that wrong. But hey, as an undefeated, so I mean we were doing something right, I guess.
No, and man, sparring partners because I mean, like you mentioned, you have 3 gyms that you go to. So who are your main sparring partners for this bout coming up?
So I've been around for this camp. I've been up to Lost Boys, and that's in Austin, Texas. Lost Boys Fight Club. I've been up to Fortis MMA up in Dallas. I've been down to War MMA, which I'm probably going to travel down this weekend to again. Um, and then my home gym, Strike King. So there's a plethora of guys. Like last night after strength and conditioning, I actually doubled up and they hit one back to back. I went to strength and conditioning, had a 30-minute break to make it to Colleen. And my coach sprung a Shark Tank on me with my guys over there at Strike Kings. And these guys, they took advantage of it, man. These guys get their chance to get an old dog in there and get them a little tired. They gave me some great work last night. So my young guns in there, Jaleel Simpson, um, who else was in there? Riley, other guys that are fairly new, but those guys know the game. Um, yeah, just all my Strike Kings guys there last night. Lewis Carter. Uh, those guys helped me there, and then all my guys up at Lost Boys, and then like I said, the other gyms, Fortis and War MMA. So,
Man, and of course, I mean, throughout the years, I mean, is there one style that you wish you would have learned? I mean, when it comes to martial arts.
I just wish I would have advanced more in wrestling. Like I have a great wrestling background. Don't get me wrong, but like I wish like pure wrestling, I would have been able to get a little bit more of it when I was younger. But when we moved from North Carolina to Texas back in the early 2000s, wrestling wasn't big out here, so there wasn't really a lot of wrestling schools. I kind of was I got it on the late end.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling would be the one because I feel like wrestling is the best base to have, which I'm glad I have it now. But mine is more MMA rather than Roman style or folk style, anything like those. But I wish I would have wrestled a lot more back then because I wrestling is the best in my opinion.
No, no. I mean, definitely a great base. I mean, that's being grounded and being able to control the fight. Whether like you can now. When it comes to going to the ground or keeping it on your feet.
Absolutely.
And of course, man, I'm gonna put up this fight poster real quick, man, because this is the one that's coming up. Is Melee Combat Championship 6 here in San Antonio, Texas? Like I mentioned, I mean, your opponent. What do you know about the guy?
I know Miguel. He's a hard nosed fighter, man. He's from Texas. I think Texas has the best fighters, and he's out from El Paso, so
Yeah.
that's a tough city, man. He's a tough fighter. Um, I know he has a wrestling background just like me, so I mean, if he decides to wrestle, I know how those are. It's just going to be a boring match, and I can do that if that's what he wants to do because we're both wrestlers. Um, or if he wants to stand and bang, like he says he's a banger, I would love to put on a show for San Antonio, and we'll first. I definitely think he'll definitely be the first one to shoot because that's what everybody says that they want to stand and bang until it's time to stand and bang. So, but wherever the fight dictates to go, I think I can take it there and I can beat him and wherever it's at. But he's definitely a hard opponent, man. And I don't fight slouches, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Record,
anybody can look up your record and typology and say that, brother, because everybody you fought has been freaking
dogs.
bees, bro.
Only dogs. So Miguel's just another dog that I'm gonna be locked in the cage with, and we'll see who walks out.
My man, and of course, I gotta ask you because the fight is gonna be happening here in San Antonio. I mean, I know you've been through San Antonio before, though, right? For fights and events.
Yeah, absolutely. I love San Antonio because the food. Like I'm a foodie.
Oh
I'm more excited for to be able to eat after the fight than.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go, let's go. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be out there that night, man. I mean, it's action packed. I mean, melee. I know you know, Austin base. They've been doing a great thing out there in Austin, and I'm glad they're coming out here. You know, I mean, the Boeing Tech Center's been a go-to place for combat sports when it comes to boxing. You know that. I mean, MMA, you name it. You know, so it's, momentum, brother. It's there. You know, they're coming. I know I'm gonna be getting the promoters on here next week, so I'm gonna be asking a couple other questions, man. But for you guys that are out there competing, you know, man, I wish you guys the best, bro. Let me ask you. I don't want to finish up yet, bro. I was gonna ask you when it comes to training because I mean you have years and years of experience. So now have you been able? Are you able to schedule your time? Like, I mean, when do you stop training for like before fight day? I mean, do you stop a week before, a couple days?
You cut week, I'll taper down, and that cut week for me is I only cut the last week.
Yeah,
It's misconstrued. People think, people that don't understand MMA, they think we're cutting for 8 weeks or however long the camp is.
yeah,
Uh, that's not the fact. The fact of it is that we only cut during the fight week. That's it. So I only start tapering down then, but I'm not stopping training. I'm just stopping the intensity of training. It's not
okay,
the last sparring rounds are usually the week before. You'll taper down on the number of sessions during that week as well. Like maybe instead of 3 sessions, you'll go down to two, or instead of 2 sessions, you'll go down to one for the day. Because there's nothing really more that you can do in the last week that is going to help you win that fight
yeah,
or that fight. If you haven't been taking care of your business up until that point, well, then you're shit out of luck. That's the
yeah.
truth. Have to prepare, not just in fight camp, but out of fight camp. So a ready man, like my dad always says, never has to get ready. So I try to stay ready in and out of camp, and yeah, I don't start tapering down until that last week. Really, I can't try to keep the intensity high all the way until the week before.
No, no, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, nothing to take away from this upcoming bout, man. But when it comes to other platforms that have been out there or that are out there, for one being Game Bread, you know, they were out there in Houston a couple weeks back. You know, Bare Knuckle, you got other promotions. I mean, is there any other platform out there that has caught your attention?
To be honest, man, wherever God leads me, as long as it isn't bare knuckle, because my wife will not allow me to do that.
Oh,
Unless the money was right, I told my wife the only deal breaker that I would have to go against her is if the money was right for bare knuckle, then I would take it. Obviously, because I'm a prize fighter, bro. Like at the end of the day, like yeah, when I was younger, it was cool to be entertaining and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm still entertaining, but like it's about the prize, bro. Like
yeah,
it's about that I'm bringing. So I don't really care about promotions. I care about the money. Wherever the money's at is where I'll
yeah.
be. Obviously, the best money is in the UFC, so that's why we're still pushing to get back into the UFC. And I think our chances are very high there. We're mature as far as the game has come. We're mature mentally, spiritually. There's some things that I had to get right before I can get back into there. So I feel like we're right on the cusp of getting back into the show, man. So hopefully
Nice.
it is, but if there's other platforms, we're not afraid to take those opportunities as long as the money talks, man. That's what it is in this game.
No, no, for sure, brother. Now, of course, when it comes to sponsors, because that's one of the, I guess not the biggest thing, but I mean financially it does help because I mean the fight purse, like you said, you know, you are a prize fighter. But when it comes to sponsors, how important is it for you guys to get sponsors to not just support, but actually not just support financially, but support in general, man?
Man, sponsors are very important to fighters. As fighters know, like that's our way of providing for our family. Because if we're gonna train, which means we don't have opportunities to go and work a regular 9 to 5 and have jobs and have that support. So sponsors are the fillers for that, especially during camps. But for me, being a fighter, I try to be as transparent as I can be. For us, we're not really doing anything for the sponsors other than walking advertisements. That's all we can do. And I try to be as real as I can to my sponsors about that. Like, hey man, like I'm not gonna bring you back $1 million, but I will try my very best to be a walking advertisement of you. this is where fighters fail to realize that they are walking entities of whoever sponsors them.
Right.
That means you are the walking voice of that business, which means on your social media platforms, when you're
Yeah.
out people, when you're out training, anywhere you're at, you are representing those businesses. So when guys are on their media and they're acting a fool and they're posting disgusting things on their medias and they're not being good people, why would a business want to put their
Yeah.
logo? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So
Definitely.
sponsors, man, I'm blessed to have the people that God has placed in my life to sponsor me to help me do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I have great sponsors. One of them right here, eTool Nation. My boy Mario out in Florida, and these people that are my sponsors, they're like more family to me than anything.
Yeah.
People support me, and support is not just a word. It's people showing up in your life, people helping you to succeed in the things that they say they believe in you in. If people believe in you, they're going to support you, right? They're
Right.
going to do those things to help you reach those goals that they support you in. So that's what my sponsors do for me, man. And I think it's a very important thing for fighters to have, but fighters also have to understand that they're a representation of these sponsors. And it's hard for sponsors to want to help fighters that guys, fighters take advantage of these sponsors. They're not trying to pay them back in some way. The ways that if I can't pay the sponsors back in a written agreement on what we came through, give them free T-shirts, give them free tickets, show up to their events,
Yeah.
go to their business and just surprise support their business. If they own a tire company, go buy some tires from them. Don't just be a piece of crap and just borrow money from people and then don't go back and try to give it.
Right.
And fighters, there's a lot of fighters, even old fighters in the game
Oh
that
yeah.
of these sponsors, and they don't compensate for what the sponsors are giving back, and it gives a bad name for the rest of the fighters that are actually doing great things. So if there's anything that these people see from the video, especially fighters, if people are going to put money in your pockets, don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Don't, you know what I'm saying? Be a good person, be a family person. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your kids.
Yeah.
Don't sponsor money and then the next day everybody sees you in Jordans and gold chains.
Yeah.
Go pay kids a freaking meal to eat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, they just give us all a bad name, but we're not all like that. So thank my sponsors for taking and thank people that support us.
No, no, definitely, man, and that's why I brought it up because I mean, you do a great job, promoting your sponsors, man. I mean, tagging them, putting videos, making videos, and I mean, I know it's I hear it from everybody, and it's like, hey, you're too busy to training, too busy getting ready, and I get it, but it's I mean, it's one quick video, one quick post, one quick, just to send a little shout out, and stuff that they'd appreciate it, man. But definitely,
Fighters, especially the fact that they have excuses like that it blows my mind because I don't post videos from I've matured to where I understand dude, I don't even want to post videos of myself. I only post them for the places that I'm at. And the
yeah,
people understand that I'll literally post a walking video of me walking into a gym just to promote them because word of mouth, that's the way that you can give back to your sponsors. Don't just post your face all the time. These fighters always want their faces on things. Bro, post your sponsors. Post your sponsors. Tag your sponsors. Share their information.
yeah.
Share videos. Share, it's so easy to show support in those ways. And fighters are on their phone all day anyway.
Oh yeah.
Part sharing their sponsors, their posts. I don't get it, man. I could never be me, bro.
No, 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 for sure, man. I agree. I mean, like I said, I mean, I've been following you for years, man. I mean, one of the things that I've always enjoyed about the way you fight, the way you promote yourself, man, is that even with the nickname, the Samoan Savage, man, you're always smiling, bro. You're always happy. You're always in a great mood. And I'm like, you know what, man, this guy. I mean, when people hear that name and then they see you out there smiling, getting ready to fight, man, it must be a little confusing,
Yeah, man. I find a place of peace in there, man. They say the warrior in the garden, man. That's the way I try to look at it. At the end of the day, fighting isn't who I am. It's just something that I do. So that really humbled me when I looked at it that way and understanding that I still do represent God. I still do represent my wife. I still do represent the church I go to. I represent my daughter and my family and everybody that stands behind me. So at the same time that I'm a fighter, I'm a human at the end of the day. And if everything that I believe in is played in that cage, then I stand on nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. To God be the glory at the end of the day, bro.
Amen, brother. I agree 100%, bro. Now, of course, man, Melee. I mean, how did this fight come about? I mean, did they approach you? Was there? I mean, you said there's training partners that are on the card. I mean, did they kind of tell you like, hey, they're still looking for fighters?
So I know RJ. RJ is actually from the same town as me, and he's the matchmaker for Melee.
Yeah,
So RJ has always been good. Like, it's it's a little thing about being from a small town where we're from, where we help each other out, and we always remember each other because there's just a respect that was earned through blood and sweat out here with all the fighters that are from this town.
yeah.
Because from this little region, there's so many great names that come out of this little region. And RJ is one of the guys that is a great that is coming out of this region, and he never forgets to take care of his people, man. So anytime that he has an opportunity to support me, he always does, man. And he always asks, hey, you're not back in the big show, but if I can help you, let's get you on. So he also understands that I can help put money in the promotion's pocket. I sell tickets, I put asses in seats. People love to see me fight. So yeah, bro, RJ is a great guy, man. More than just a great fighter, but he's a great young man that takes care of his people, man.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, the guy's done a great job, like reinventing himself, man. I mean, I know he was in a slump for a bit, and then he just freaking, I guess, got mentally, physically on check and just kept going, man. But he's been doing a phenomenal job fighting outside the region when it comes to promotions. I mean, hell of a dude, man.
Man, definitely persevered throughout his career and never gave it up. He believed in himself, and sometimes that's all it takes. Self belief is everything, and I'm proud of that young man and what he does for his gym, for the MMA culture, and just everything that he stands for.
No, no, for sure, man. I mean, the fact that Melee, planted that seed in Austin, because that was always the biggest thing. I mean, throughout the years, there's been so many promotions, that have gone through Texas. I mean, over the past 10, 15 years, man. And, I mean, they're there, they found a home, and, now that they're bringing it over here, I'm excited. I mean, I'm curious to see if they're going to go somewhere else, another city, later this year. But yeah, man, they're gonna be out here, Boeing Tech Center, like I mentioned, San Antonio, Texas. I mean, tickets are available. I know they still have a few VIP tables left. When it comes to ticket sales, I mean, do you yourself have a code?
Yes. So my code capital E and then my AHON whenever you buy your tickets. So if you put our code in whenever you purchase your tickets, we get a percentage off of selling our tickets, and it's just another way to support your fighters that you're coming to watch. So if you don't support me, support another fighter, help another fighter out because we all got families, we all got stories, and I know we all got debt. So yeah, pick any fighter. If you're not gonna pick me, pick somebody to help somebody's family out and to help that fighter out.
No, no, for sure, bro. And I know the card itself, man. I mean, from what I gathered, I know there's a few fighters from here in San Antonio, but El Paso, like your opponent, like you mentioned, I mean, yourself out there, Compass Cove. I mean, we got Austin, we've got, so it's going to be a pretty killer card, man. I mean, just the names that are thrown on there, not like, I mean, I'm excited, bro. I mean, it's going to be entertaining. I know you always put on a great show, man. So, I mean, I can only imagine the rest of the card, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a and that main event, Malik Lewis.
Bro.
There and he's at my gym. He's the main event. Lost Boys. It's going to be a fun one because that's another. He's a contender series guy as well. So he's been to the top. You know what I mean? He's trying to get his way back into the UFC as well. So man, a lot of talented guys, a lot of teammates up there. Lost Boys on the card. RJ is also fighting on the card. So
Yeah.
RJ on the card, and then I haven't too much seen the undercard yet, but I'm sure they're going to make that a banger too. So it's going to be a fun one, bro.
No, no, definitely, man. Like I said, I am going to be out there, So for those out there here in San Antonio, I mean, we've got New Braunfels, San Marcos, we've got Austin, we've got like all these surrounding areas, man. I mean, everybody should definitely come out here support. I remember back in the day, man. I used to go to the promotion, and I used to see, like, I go to Austin or Houston, I see a fighter from San Antonio, And I'm like, man, you're on the card, and they're like, oh no, man, but I'm fighting the guy that's on the card, so I just came to check him out.
Yeah.
And it was like that. I mean, social media wasn't like it was now, obviously, because people were like, but I got a kick out of it because it's like like they say, if we don't support our sport, then how do we expect other people to do it, man? So we got like 10 plus gyms here in San Antonio alone, man. So of course, if everybody showed up and supported, dude, I mean, this is for everybody, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have people out there in San Antonio, so hopefully they've been asking for years for me to come out there and fight. All the ones that said they would come support, here's their opportunity to come out and see it live, because it only gets more expensive whenever you get into the UFC. So you better get these
Oh
while you can to see me in person.
yeah, let's tag them, bro. Where they at? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but for sure, man. I mean, it's a military town, man. I mean, I know. I'm excited. Like I said, dude. I mean, I'm gonna be bringing the promoters on here next week. But for guys like yourself, the fighters, bro. I appreciate you guys for what you do. Going in there, testing yourself, and putting on a show. And I wish I wish the best for everybody, before and after, man. I hope after the fight, everybody can just go home to their families. Oh, first off, go get something to eat, and then, of course, go home, right?
Absolutely.
And I gotta know, man. When it comes to what are you looking at? What are you waiting for to go eat after the fight, man? What's your go-to?
Man, I told my wife, I already gave her, like, we've been looking up places, bro. That's all right, like, my favorite thing to have overall is like a hot and cold dessert. Usually I get it from Chili's, the lava molten cake.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay.
Favorite dessert, but I told my wife, like, I just want a burger. I haven't had a burger in like 12 weeks, bro. So like,
Yeah.
want a burger. Like after the fight, I told her I don't care about. We'll do whatever we do after the fight. Say hello, thank you to the fans, and then please just take me to go eat.
Nice, nice, bro. Well, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. I hope to see you that night, man. I mean, of course, if not, I mean, of course, I won't be able to see you till after your bout, but I'll
Yeah.
say what's up, man, and support. But dude, I appreciate you jumping on here, man. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap this up, bro?
And I just want to thank all my teammates out at Lost Boys, out at Strike Kings, Fortis, and War MMA, and my team back in Albuquerque. Can't forget Jackson Winks, man. Just all my teams for pouring into me. All my teammates, too many of y'all to name. If y'all are at those gyms, you know what it is. Love y'all and support y'all. Thank you to my sponsors, E-Tool Nation out there with John Troxel, Kevin Mickey out with Tex Mix Concrete. Also, my big sponsor out there in Florida, and my brother Mario. Thank you to those sponsors, and the lady that does my shorts. She has a little business out here in Lamp, Texas. It's called Blessed and Pressed. She always prints my fight stuff, so thank you to her. Any sponsors that I may have forgot, thank you guys. Thank you to my wife and my daughter, my dad, my brother and sister. Love y'all for always support me, and everyone else that loves us on Team Samoan Savage. So much love to y'all, and we'll see y'all on the 22nd.
There you go, brother. Don't hang up yet, bro. Everybody out there, of course, once again, Spider here.